Good morning, class 4 children. We have already done the poem Foreign Lands today, and we have done the word meaning and the rhyming words in the class 4 copies. Now, the next task of this work or the next work of this poem would be the question answers, which you have to do it in your class 4 copy. Now, question number 1, making connections, you have to do it in the book, and as you have read the poem and you have understood the poem, so I hope you would be able to answer, or you'll be able to do the fill-ups very well. The river is compared to a, yes, the river is compared to a blue looking glass. Yes, the river is compared to a blue looking glass for the sky. That just as the sky is blue and the reflection of the sky on the river is also blue, so the river is compared to a blue looking glass for the sky. B, we know the speaker is child because he uses the word little to describe himself. Up into the cherry tree, who would climb but little me? So, we know the speaker is a child because he uses the word little to describe himself. C, dash is a word that is synonym for further. Now, what is the meaning of synonym? Similar meaning word. So, dash is a word that is a synonym for further. Father is a word, farther. Farther means dur jana. Farther is a word that is synonym for further. Your dictionary tells you that one difference between further and father is, now further is later and farther is far away. So this is the difference between the further and father. Further means later, बाद में होना, and farther means दूर चले जाना. So farther is a word that is synonym for further. Okay. So what you have to write, farther is a word that is a synonym for further, and your dictionary tells you that one difference between further and farther is later and far away. Okay. Now D, because the river seems to crease, fold and unfold, the adjective dimpling has been used to describe it. Dimpling. Now what does the river do? It just creases, it folds and unfolds, so it looks as if it is dimpling down river. Dimpling, dimpling. E, rivers start in mountains and end in seas. So if we call a river young when it is in the mountains, we would call it grown up by the time it reaches the sea. Grown up. Okay, words? Grown up. So please fill up A to E in the book and read these lines and answer the questions that follow. Now the first is, this you have to do it in your class for copy. I held the trunk with both my hands and looked aboard on foreign lands. So aboard, I already told you the meaning. Aboard means all around. So I held. What is the past tense of hold? Held. I held the trunk with both my hands and looked aboard on foreign lands. So, who has climbed the tree? The poet has climbed the tree. Okay? Or the little child has climbed the tree. What tree is it? It is a cherry tree. Okay? Now, second question. What are the foreign lands that can be seen from the top of the tree? Now, he can see so many things. He sees the next door garden adorned with flowers. Many pleasant places are there. There's a dimpling river passing by. Dusty roads, people trampling into. Dusty roads are there. And people are trampling into town. And then you can see the grown up river which just goes into the sea. Okay. Now, are these really foreign lands? Why does the speaker say they are? Now, they are foreign lands because the speaker has never been to these places. For him, it is a foreign land. It is a land which he has not seen earlier. It is a land. It is a land which he has not seen earlier, and it is a land from a different country. That is what the child feels. Why does the speaker say they are? Because he has never been to those places. Okay. So this question number 2, please do it in the class for copy. And after this, question number 3, which has not been shot properly, the camera was not properly taken. So it is in your book. If I could find a higher tree, further and farther I should see. Why does a child wish to find a higher tree? Why does a child wish to find a higher tree? The child wish to have a higher tree so that he can see further and farther. Further means he can see little later, more things he can see, and farther, far away he can see from that higher tree. Okay, now question number 2. What did the child wish to see from the top of the higher tree? He wishes to see a grown-up river which slips into the sea among the ships. And okay, then why do you think the word father is repeated? Now the word father is repeated because he has to yet go farther and see what all is there. Okay, and he also wants to see the roads on either side and lead onward into fairyland, because he feels that if the tree would be higher, if the tree is higher, he can see further and farther. He can go up to, or he can see further and farther. He can see the roads which just moves um, together, where there is a big garden where the children are playing where the children have their toys which have all become alive. All the playthings which becomes alive, that all his toys become alive. Okay, would you like to travel and see foreign lands? What would you like to see? Now, would you like to see foreign lands? Yes, you also would like to see the foreign lands. And what would you like to see? You would like to see whatever you would like to see, please write it down. So question number 1, question number 2, question number 1 you have to do it in your book, 2 and 3 you have to do it in your class for copy. Thank you and have a nice day. I should be looking for your work by Priya ma'am tomorrow evening. This work and the last work which I had given you, word meaning and the rhyming words. I will ask Priya ma'am if we have finished or not. Thank you and have a nice day.